Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Dell, for joining us today and participating in our 2022 WhistleStop political rally. By purchasing a video interview, you have allowed our chamber to educate the citizens of Polk County about the upcoming election and the issues and candidates on the ballot. Thank you. Since your campaign has purchased this interview, the Florida Division of Elections does require you to disclose that fact with the following statement.
Political advertisement paid for and approved by Dell Quary, candidate for a nonpartisan race, sought for school board, District 7.
Awesome. Now let's jump into these questions. First and foremost, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this office.
I am Dell Quary, candidate for school board, District 7. I have two children who have successfully completed Polk County Public Schools and are now productive citizens. I recently retired from Polk County Public Schools, and I remain honored to serve the district in the capacity of a school board member. We have some critical issues facing our district, and it is my desire to provide a quality education for all. I stand for accountability. I will make data-driven decisions. I'm an active listener. I want to hear from my constituents, and I will listen actively to solve problems as it relates to the student academic achievement and the district. And learning. I stand for learning. My campaign priorities are resources for students' academic achievement, readiness post-student graduation, recruitment and retention of our talented teachers, reassuring our tax dollars are spent wisely and efficiently. As a former Polk County Public Schools district level employee, parent, and school volunteer, I have a keen insight of the Polk County Public Schools educational system. I'm uniquely qualified as a parent. I'm an honorary Life Florida PTA member, volunteered in the schools many years from the school-based level all the way up to the state level, school advisory committees, boards, task force. And as an educator, the last 18 years of my tenure with the Polk County Public Schools, I served at the district level. I'm ready to serve. Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect. What do you believe are our school district's greatest strengths?
I believe the Polk County School Board has prepared our students with a focus and a mission of students first. Polk County Public Schools is a pillar in our communities. They've helped families thrive, where children learn the knowledge and skills necessary to become members of our society and our economy. I believe that is our greatest strength.
Awesome. Now, kind of on the flip side, and you touched on this a little bit earlier, but what do you believe are our school district's greatest challenges?
Those greatest challenges are highlighted in my campaign priority, and that is ensuring student safety. Well, my campaign priorities, I need to go back, are reassuring that we retain and our talented teachers. We need to look at the recruitment and how we're recruiting our teachers. That is, I'd like to see the recruitment of teachers tied to our strategic plan. And I'd like to see our new hires commit to a long-term longevity with us. I'd like to see them look at the strategic plan and let us know, is this comparable or does it parallel with the direction? Are you committed to the direction of the district? I'd like to see resources for academic achievement. We have some areas where we have the low-income students are not able to acquire the digital devices and tools needed to access learning online. We need to address that. And that is being addressed currently through a $28 million grant that was awarded. Shortly before I left the district, I was able to work with a team of individuals in securing this grant. Whereas the district is moving to a one-to-one. So that is being addressed, but we need to make sure that it's being addressed on a continuous basis. Also, readiness for students post-graduation. Our graduation rate is great. We need to maintain that. We need to maintain that graduation rate for the underrepresented populations, underrepresented groups of students. We need to ensure that we're looking at literacy, the literacy rate at the third grade. And the literacy rate at the third grade determines the success of a student throughout their school tenure. We need to look at that literacy rate and make sure that we increase the resources in that area to address students of underrepresented populations, ensuring that they too are succeeding. In other words, a quality education for all. The taxpayers' money, we need to make sure it's being properly applied, and that the majority of that money remains in the district's general fund, rather than it going to private interests. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Now, what do you believe should be the school board's top 3 priorities in the coming year?
Okay. Ensuring students' safety and security, and increasing students' achievement, and more choice, more parental choice. I support parental choice, especially for the 90+% of parents who choose public schools, as well as the parents of ESE students who rely on public schools for critical services. Ensuring the students' safety and security on an ongoing basis. I will look at our partner or collaborate with the Office of School Safety at our state level, review the annual data to ensure that we have the data, and look at our plan to make sure that our students are safe ongoing.
Awesome. Now, as a membership-based organization, especially within the business community, we hear from our members about having trouble finding people to hire for the jobs currently within their industries. So what role does K-12 education play in preparing our future workforce?
A major role. There's a major role of preparing our students for the workforce. Polk County Schools does an excellent job with our Polk academies, where we have certifications to address and the workforce needs of the county. We also have partnered with some of our businesses in our Polk career academies to ensure that we are addressing those shortages. There is a major role, and I do believe that all jobs and industries, the major shortage that have been revealed, for instance, the nurses, a few years back, we had a shortage of nurses. Well, we have a Polk Career Academy that where students are being trained and certified to go right into the workforce. We have numerous workforce. We have workforce career and technical schools that are aiding in that area. So Polk the K12 education plays a major role for the future workforce.
Awesome. And
Mhm.
final question, why should voters choose you over the other candidates?
I believe voters should choose me over the other candidates because I am qualified. I'm uniquely qualified, and I mentioned that earlier. I'm uniquely qualified because I have a keen insight into the educational system. And when I'm elected as a board member, I will provide or help to provide a quality education for all students. I will address the challenges that we talked about earlier by securing the necessary resources for students, retaining our talented teachers, preparing our graduates for success post-graduation, whether it is for college or the workforce or skill training, and also to ensure that our tax dollars are used wisely.
Awesome.
Every tax dollar should be linked directly to the student's achievement. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dell. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.